CapacityBay. So I'm just going to start recording and we're going to kick off. All right, good day, everyone. Welcome. So my name is Mr. Emmanuel. I'm the lead here at CapacityBay. Good day, everyone. Welcome. Just a quick moment. So my name is
So I'm going to kick off. My name is Lead Emmanuel. I'm one of the leads here at CapacityBay, and I welcome you all to today's FullStack. Excuse me, All right, so I've been able to resolve that, and I welcome you all to today's onboarding session for our FullStack web development course. This is actually the fourth cohort, and we actually get to know the facilitators involved, as well as get to know some of the students, let you talk and also get your inspiration, what inspires you to being in this program. Okay, so I'm going to start by calling on to one of our leads. Lead Amarachi, are you here?
Yes, I am here. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Welcome. So I would like you to introduce yourself to us, as well as walk us through the slide. I'm sharing my screen in a bit, and you'll tell us more about CapacityBay. Okay. All right. So over to you, Ma.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
All right. So once again, I welcome you all to our FullStack web development cohort 4, and I am so happy to welcome you all to this program. And today we are actually starting a new cohort, which I am very happy about. This has been going on for years, and we've been able to produce FullStack development, professional FullStack development, FullStack developers rather, who are also working in the industry, and among who you are actually going to meet as we move on. Okay, someone said they can't hear me. Please confirm. Can you all hear me?
You're audible, Ma. Audible.
Can hear you.
All right, thank you so much. So like I was saying, this program started about some few years ago, and we're proud to announce that we've produced people in the industry who are doing well, people who are FullStack web developers, who are not only doing well, but also have gotten their job. So in this FullStack web development, you're going to be learning a lot of things. We have experts in the house who are actually going to be walking you through right from the basics. We have from computer appreciation, right, down to the HTML, down to the CSS, the JavaScript, the React, the jQuery. We are actually going to be covering all of them as we move on. So I'm just going to tell us a little story about myself and then CapacityBay, why we are actually here today. So my name is Amarachi Mobi. I'm actually also a lead here at CapacityBay, and I also I'm also the chief servant, like my boss or my mentor will say, of Girls in Tech Nigeria, where we also develop our ladies in the path of technology. I started off with CapacityBay as a full stack developer. That was about 3 years ago, 3 years ago, if I'm, yeah, 3 years ago. So we started off full stack developer. I learned just like you guys. I came up to class, I think 2 times in a week. We followed through. We were there, we pushed through. It wasn't easy. For me, myself back then, those of us in Lagos, I had to walk from maybe Satellite to Ikeja, like every day, come back very late at night and still have to join my classes. I pushed through because I really wanted this. And today I have been able to, I'm a full stack developer. I've also ventured into Python. I've also did cybersecurity, which I'm also working on. And I'm also a Splunk admin and also a system admin. So these are all the parts we've been working through, but it started as a journey here. And the key point of what I'm going to say is follow through, all right? So the main purpose that we have here as a community is what we have right before us here. Our purpose is to grow a community, right? Our purpose is to grow people who can do, people who have the can-do spirit, people who are able to give it their all to actually achieve something, not just for themselves, right? You are not going to think just about yourself when you are in this class, but also about others, right? So our purpose is to grow our community, our clients, and also our country by consistently crafting reliable and innovative solutions. So at CapacityBay here, we embrace and foster the following core values, which reflect and support our mission. The first thing is hard work. The second, punctuality, which is the soul of business, like we always say. Please, before every class, you have to make sure you have to at least 5 minutes before the class, you are in the class, right? Punctuality, respect, cooperation, collaboration. Those are our keywords. If you look at our logo, communicate, collaborate, and create. Those are the 3 main things we believe in. So we have diversity, we have tolerance, teamwork, research, and equity. So this is the base on how we started off as CapacityBay, and we are working hard to actually achieve, like I said, a community where we have people who are actually helping each other to achieve exploit, especially in the tech industry. So we are actually a professional online learning course platform, and our mission is very simple. We are here to build the capacity of our partners, ourselves, our brands, and also as well as others living in areas of substantial unemployment and technology on these undeserved communities, such as the Sub-Saharan Africa and the Global South, while also continuing to grow minds that pioneer and innovate. Like I said, I hope we understand that from my own story. My journey has been one of growth for the past 3 years, and I am still on the track of it. I haven't even gotten half to where we are going, and it all started just like we all are doing at the moment. So currently, we've been on here for over decades. and we have 12+ online courses. We have not just the full stack development class, we have Python, we have cybersecurity courses, we have a lot of other different paths in tech, and we have over 25 instructors, and we have again over 600 students. Okay. All right, so let's talk about our vision. What is our vision here at CapacityBay? Our vision is not only to create information technology jobs and careers for people in Global South, but to also facilitate economic and social opportunities for them and their families. Okay, so that is part of our vision. Okay, so
all right.
I mean,
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ma. That's admin, sorry, the leader Marathi, and we appreciate you, Ma, for what you're putting. She's part of my between my workmates, and she's actually in a resilient, and she's I can't really say words kind of stress, but I believe we'll get more of Malachi here on this program. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to move into the next phase. But before we move into the next phase, there's someone here, lead servant, our mentor, Mr. Obina Wachku. So please, I would like you to introduce yourself to us, as well as give us some words of encouragement. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Obina Wachku. It's an amazing honor to be here amongst us all. In several months hence, I know all of us are not going to be here. I cut to the chase. If you're here long enough with me, you know that I don't burnish words. I say it straight. We have significant work on our hands, but very few are rising up to it. We give more excuse than we give effort. And I say that to tell everybody that's here, you're going to have all manner of things coming your way. So I'll exhort us to start by writing, document your purpose, document why you came here. Document it, don't just say it. Document it and put it where you can see it. Document why you are here. I can't say it enough. The people you see here today are those who persevered, those who stayed, those who are willing. That's who they are there. In one country alone, we have more than 220 million, according to them, maybe more. So we're looking for the few. We're looking for the willing. That's how we're going to change the narrative. Information technology has taken away all the excuse. We don't have to have a shiny building, a 10-story building to get stuff done, to build solutions. We're here to build solutions. We're here to support one another. Above everything else is to support one another. I cannot underscore that. So I hope to see some of us. I'm not under any, I'm not pretending that way. I'm going to see all of us, because Nigeria will happen to some of us, right? Because we let it be so. So again, my name is Obina Wachukwu. Thank you very much. I hope to see some of us six months from now, 10 years from now. I intend to be around. I'm not praying about it. I'm working for it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful advice and encouragement. And quickly, let's move on to the next phase. Okay, so why choose us? Why did you actually want to learn at CapacityBay? Right. We have an online learning community where you're able to, collaborate with your peers that, like minds, people that are resilient, people that actually want to learn. And you have a support community. So please mute yourself, part of what we are going to be addressing. Okay, so we have a wide range of online learning community. We have experienced and dedicated facilitators. I'll give them that, right? We have facilitators that are actually resilient, that put in the work, that show up and follow through. And of course, we are not just aimed at stopping and teaching you. We're going to be preparing you for the going into the world, searching for jobs. We're going to prepare you on that. We're also going to be collaborating in building solutions and, of course, building businesses, because at the end goal, we have to actually build businesses. So that's one of some reasons. And our ecosystem, some of the organizations we work with, we've actually collaborated and also worked with some of these organizations and their tools. There are more, but these are a few of them. We have Rapidly, Job Technologies, Zoom, Splunk, Girls in Tech Nigeria, which we have the lead servant, Lydia Marachi, and then Red Hat for Enterprise Linux. So we've worked with some of these organizations. All right, so meet our dedicated instructors. Of course, here I am, Mr. Emmanuel, one of the leads at CapacityBay, technical officer. And then, of course, we've met Marachi. She's also one of the leads here. We also have Mr. Callistus Babasi, not on the call at the moment, but of course, we get to meet him, some of the senior developers at CapacityBay, and also the Chief Innovative Officer. We get to meet him sometime. And then we have some of the instructors which are here on the call, facilitators. I will start by calling Mr. Howard Wakama. Please go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone and just give us a few words of encouragement. And this is story about how you came into the class today as well.
Hello. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm Howard Wakama. Greetings to CapacityBay Cohort 4. I stand before you as a proud FullStack developer and a data analyst, courtesy of CapacityBay. I was once a part of a group of about 120 aspiring minds like you. But today, only 4 of us stand here. A testament to resilience, as my Oga will always say, and determination it takes to navigate this challenging yet rewarding journey. As I reflect on my own experience, right? So I urge you to embrace the hurdles that come your way. I'm telling you, the path to success is clearly a straight line. It's filled with twists and turns, but each obstacle is an opportunity to grow. I've gone through that. So remember, your journey is unique. It's okay, it's very much okay to face setbacks. In fact, it's often in overcoming challenges that is setback. I'm telling you. So that we discover our true potential by overcoming challenges, right? So leverage the support of your peers and mentors here at CapacityBay. They are your allies, I'm telling you. So in this journey, as you embark on this adventure, keep in mind that success is not just about reaching the destination. It's about the lesson learned the skills acquired, and the personal growth achieved along the way. Celebrate small victories, right? Learn from failures and cherish the newfound family within this community called CapacityBay. Right? So once again, I welcome you to a transformative experience. Your journey begins now. I have confidence that each of you has the power to make it extraordinary. Right? So welcome again. Once again, I'm Howard Wakama, one of the facilitators here at CapacityBay. I welcome you all. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very
That
much,
was powerful. That was powerful. 120 to 4, right? 120
yes,
to 4. We keep going.
Sir.
We keep going. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Howard was one of the students. He pushed, all right, and he got to the level where he is. And of course, you can hear from his voice. He's really enjoying it. Okay, thank you very much. We have Mr. Dauda Yusuf. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Good evening, guys. How are we all doing? Am I audible? Can anyone hear me? All right.
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I welcome each and every one of you to CapacityBay. CapacityBay is a very prestigious. There's no direct word to use, but I welcome you guys. So like Mr. Howard said, we started the journey together, and I think more than 100 of us started, and then we're just 4 that finished. And I started just like each and every one of you. But I would like to tell you that the entire efficacy of all this useful information that is being said here hinges upon your ability to make use of the opportunity you have, because this is a great opportunity. And secondly, I'll talk about discipline. I'll talk about hard work and perseverance. So the road is going to be rough, but it's going to be interesting. I'll tell you for facts. You wake up one day and feel like not doing this, but you just have to keep going, and that's how it is. So I'm glad to have you guys here, and my line is always open in case you have any questions. So once again, I'm Dauda Yusuf, one of the facilitators here at CapacityBay. Thank you so much.
Right, thank you, Mr. Yusuf. One of the FullStack software engineer at CapacityBay. And he's actually, he started like you all, right? And of course, I'll leave his testimony to him at the end. We'll get to that. He's going to actually give his testimonies. Okay, so we have Mr. Dominion. Go ahead, sir. Mr. Dominion, Mike, are you there? You're muted. Okay, so I think we'll have to get back to him. He's actually, I think he's having network issues also. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to the next page. You get to meet Mr. Roland Moore. Not currently here at the moment. Okay, so let's move on to the next piece. So what are we going to be covering? All right, we're going to be covering a number of things, and we are also going to be assisting, all right? We're going to be collaborating, the means we're collaborating with everyone here, and we're going to be building real-world solutions that can be utilized anywhere, right? So we're going to be touching HTML5, work with the basics, the structure of HTML, how to build a website. You have to have a structure. If you want to build a house, you have to have a structure. So we're going to be covering HTML. We're going to be working with the HTML5. And then we're going to dive into CSS. We're going to, of course, when we have a structure of our house, we have to give our house the beauty, beautify our house, we have to beautify our websites. We want our website to be unique, to be, to have a good user experience, a good user interface that people can actually see and get attracted to. And, we're going to be working on that with CSS3. We'll also be doing Tailwind CSS, as well as a little bit of Bootstrap on this. And then we'll move down to JavaScript. JavaScript. So it's a programming language, and we are going to actually, programming language for the web. We're going to use this to add functionalities to our websites, right? When we talk about, okay, we have a house, we have to have a fan, and of course, we have to click a button or a switch for that to turn on. We have our light bulbs, we have to click on the switch for that to turn on, right? So we're going to be adding these functionalities. All the buttons, you go to a website, you click a button, something happens. We're going to work on all those with JavaScript. So we're going to actually cover quite a number of things here in JavaScript, and please prepare your mind for this. Everyone involved. Some people tend to follow up when it comes to this. So we always encourage that you collaborate with your team, you're working as pairs, and then you're able to ask questions if you have any questions. Don't worry, we have a robust curriculum and also dedicated instructors that will actually, help out in any way we can. All right, then we'll move on to backend, Node.js. But this course is actually, we're going to split this course into two, all right? Of course, there are some people that would want to stick to front end once they are done with JavaScript. If you want to go that route, we are going to actually pass information as to how or what we need to do at that end. We're going to be having a different React course, React.js course for those that want to stick to front end, don't want to do anything related to back end. So what's back end? Of course, you're in you go to a restaurant, right? You have waiters, you have people that serve foods, right? But of course, you don't see where the food is being cooked, all right? The ingredients, everything is done behind the scene. The what's that have been put together to get you that meal, it's not being seen. That's what the back end does, right? It's just does the logic, and then we're able to fetch these APIs. We call it APIs. We're going to get into that, but of course, let's take it that we're going to be ordering foods from the back end, which is the kitchen. So we're going to get into that. Don't get confused in any way. Okay, and just prepare your mind. We're going to be working on different scenarios. We're going to be working on different projects, the RESTful APIs. We're going to be working with MongoDB, MySQL, all right, databases. We're going to be touching that on how to store these informations or data. Data is very important. We're going to show you how to store this in database, fetch these data, and utilize them in your back end, right? We're going to be, talking about caching, authentication. Some of you think, okay, how is it possible for someone to just go onto a website, create an account, and then when you're trying to log in, you put a wrong password and it tells you it's a wrong password? What happens behind the scene? We're going to be going over that. You're going to be getting in-depth understanding of how everything works. We're also going to be teaching you the good architecture for system design, how you design your backend and make it scalable at the end. So after that, for those that are sticking with full stack, we're still going to do front end, right? Which is we're going to be working with React.js. It's a front end a library that we could actually use to build interactive web applications. And you get to know the difference between using building a static web application with HTML, CSS, and building applications with React.js. There are significant differences, and you are going to actually see that and learn how to utilize that. It's in demand, of course. You can search online, search for jobs. You know that Front-end developers, you actually need React.js or Next.js or any other front-end framework or library to work with. So we'll be talking about components, React routing, Redux, talking about higher order components, talking about quite a number of things, props, and how to use props, what are they used for? And of course, we're going to be talking about also the context APIs and how all those work. So fasten your seatbelt, you're in for a ride. All right, so after we're done with these courses, there are quite a number of things we do. Of course, we're going to be building projects after every class. There will be an assignment given, and you have to put in the work, right? You have to put in the work. You can't just sit and stay idle and think, okay, it's just anytime I have classes. All right, there are tasks to give, and we have metrics that we use to measure all our students. What you do, showing up and following through. We're going to get into rules and regulation, things you need to do, what we want you to do very soon. And also come to questions, to get your questions. Don't worry, the Q&A section will also be at the end of the presentation. Okay, so what happens when you're done with the program, right? We provide a certification for each course, right? This is a program, this is an entire program, a full stack web development program. So we give certifications of different courses like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, React.js, the likes of them, GitHub, right? And we also have, we're going to be, working over GitHub, Git and GitHub, version control system that you would actually, use to collaborate. And of course, you all will get into that. So certifications, certificates are verifiable anywhere, which means you just have to pull up a certificate and someone scans the QR code on your certificate, and they're able to verify that you actually got the certificate or was issued the certificate from CapacityBay. And one thing about it is the person also gets to see a list of other certifications that you have, right? And they can, okay, this person has the certificate, this person, is actually good to, work in our company, all right, with the experience, and all we have seen so far. So we provide this certification and you're able to, achieve your goals at the end of this program. Okay, so what's the class schedule, right? We have these classes on Mondays and Thursdays. This time, 9 p.m. WAT. WAT is West African time. For those in Nigeria, we use that time zone. We have 3 p.m. Eastern time. For those in the US, it's actually 2 p.m. Central time, CST, and 8 p.m. GMT for those in Ghana. And then you could actually do a time conversion to know if this, works in your location. For those in Kenya, I know I have a lot of Kenyan people. We have those in Morocco. So please just compare, check the time zone between 9 p.m. WAT, what's the time in your region, and that's the time we'll be having this class. And this class is scheduled for 2 hours, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. WAT. So take note of that. You can do the conversion as you go on. All right. So what is required of you? What do we want you to do? What are the things we put into consideration? We want our students to to take note of. So first thing first, I believe if you pay close attention, you would notice that most of the facilitators and our lead servant also said some of these things. And of course, going to be giving us even more than not here. Okay, but the very first thing I want us to know is show up to class on time and stay to the end. So some people show up to class late, right? That's an offense. Showing up to class and you don't stay to the end. Some people just, okay, sleep off. You have to dedicate your time. You're giving this your best. This is an 8 months course. I repeat, this is an 8 months course, right? So you have to give in your time. If you want the best out of this, right? Giving your time, show up to class, follow through, stay to the end of the class, and get the best. Not just stay to the end of the class. You have to participate, collaborate. When they ask questions, you answer. Even if you feel like you don't know it, we're here to learn. No one is perfect. We're taking it like everyone here is a novice in information technology. And even if you have a wide experience or you have more experience than others, please do not bring that to class. We believe that everyone knows it. You can help other people, participate, collaborate with other people, but do not make people confused because of you have experience more than them. Some people feel down, some people get demoralized because they feel, I can't do this. We all can if we put in the work, if we are dedicated. All right. The next thing is collaborate with peers. We're going to be grouping you all, right? We're going to be adding you to different groups by the next, after we are done with the computer appreciation, 2 weeks computer appreciation course. We'll be grouping you guys, and then we want you to collaborate with your peers, work together. Those that you feel that they're not getting something, explain to them if you understand. You get a better understanding of it, all right? Do your assignments. Do all your assignments. Of course, we use Google Classroom for our assignment tracking, and posting the assignment, you get to see your grades at the end of every submission. And we have due date and time for each assignment. So if you're given an assignment today, you might be due in the next 2 days, and there's a time. So do not submit your assignment late, and always put in the effort to do your assignment and submit. Put in the work, all right? Now, ask questions. Of course, in class, don't feel like there are a lot of people here know more than me, and I feel like I'm an imposter here. No, ask questions. When you're confused, ask questions. We have dedicated time, for each classes where you are able to ask questions, and your facilitator or even your colleague would be able to answer your questions. Okay. The next one is respect everyone. We're here. There are a lot of people here that are older, a lot of people that are younger. Respect everyone, irrespective of their age. Give everyone maximum respect. Please, we don't want any form of disrespect on no account. All right. We have people here that are old enough to be even our grandmother and grandfather, right? I know some of them that are here. So please do well to respect everyone, and communicate with your facilitators if you have any challenge. This also involves missing a class. If you're missing 3 classes at a stretch consecutively, you'll be kicked out of the program. 3 classes consecutively, you'll be kicked out of the program, right? Now, if you're missing a class, please communicate with any of the facilitators with a reason. What I mean a reason, I mean a good reason why you can't make it to class, or why you'll be in class late. And we're giving this not because we want you to, you start using this and overusing it, just giving this because there are certain circumstances that are beyond us, right? In some some situations. So please communicate to your facilitators, and if you have challenges, you have questions, there are things you don't understand, and you want to the floor is open, you can actually reach out to them. You can also use the platform, the WhatsApp group chat. Once you open the group chat, you can ask your questions there. You can also drop useful content that will help the community, that will help the team. You guys are working as a team. Please do not share any offensive, any you know what? You have to pass through any of the facilitators, reach out to them. Oh, I want to post this resource, right? Get their permission, get their approval before posting any resource. We have had situations where people come post a lot of things that are not connected with what we are doing in class. So please, anything you'll be posting, your questions should be directed to the program as in its entirety, right? And then teach other people. Teach other people. I'll tell you for free, this is going to help you a lot. A lot. It helped me. Leader Marachi, everyone here that has spoken, all right? It has helped us. Teaching, impacting in other people, even when you feel, okay, we just learned this today. You can teach someone that same thing, and then you get a better understanding of it. You get an in-depth understanding. Teaching is paramount, and that's why if you notice people at CapacityBay, after coming up from CapacityBay, they learn to care for people. They want to impact in people because they already we work together to build people on that route. We care for people. That's why we're doing all this. All right. We love people. I love you all. That's why I'm here. I'm dedicated. I show up. I follow through. To make sure that we are able to get to our destination. All right. This is a moving train. See, don't be left behind. All right. Don't even stop to buy pure water. Please make sure you're on the train at all times. Right now. We have our social media platforms. I believe some of us, register for this program in either of them. We have a Facebook, we have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel where we post useful educational content to actually help us learn more, right? So please follow us on all our platforms. We're sharing the links as well as our YouTube channel, so you get updates easily on those platforms. We'd also eventually be adding you all to our community, called it the CapacityBay Village, of all our different programs you could actually see, and that's where we drop some announcements for those here at WhatsApp. All right. Okay, so moving on, we have some of our students, testimonials, and you can see the smile in my face because, of course, whenever you do something, you want results. And we have results. We've had people that, come up from CapacityBay and are in the industry right now. We have quite a number of them, but just had to pick a few of them. Well, we have one who will be, I'll be giving the floor for. He's going to tell us his experience and also how he felt landing on his first job. All right, I'll leave the floor for you, Mr. Yusuf. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I think I'm speaking for the second time, so just accept my greetings. So what I'll just love to say is that you'd have to put in work. I can't overemphasize that. We're all aware that anything worth doing is worth doing well. So you just have to put in work. There'll be nights of nothingness. There'll be nights of emptiness. There'll be nights of debugging. There'll be nights of fatigue and all of that. But you just have to keep going. So I joined CapacityBay, like I said earlier on, like you guys too. I also listened to the admins talk to me. I also had time to attend classes. I also had time to study. I also had time to collaborate with members in my class, and it was a journey that was interesting. It was a lot. There was a lot. There were things to do. There were so many things to do, but it was interesting because I had, did I say, I had classmates that were as passionate as I was, and we also, CapacityBay helps you to be disciplined. We also, just like Admin Emmanuel said, they help you to care for others. So the love from the chief servant himself, Mr. Obi Nawachukwu, and Admin Emmanuel, Admin Amarachi, Mr. Callistus, all of them, spurred me to giving my best. And with the help of CapacityBay, I was able to learn a full stack engineering role at a fintech company. So it's possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible. There's no need saying much, but I would welcome you guys once more, and feel free to ask questions and just enjoy the process. Enjoy everything that CapacityBay has for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf. You can see the smile on my face. because I know the work he put in. I know when we started the program, how it was. I know a lot of people that I thought would actually stay to the end of the program. While teaching them, I felt, yes, these people will stay to the end, but there were only 4 of them. 4 of them. And they are facilitators now. They're actually impacting on other people. All right. Now, other people are still here. We have had like, the first cohort. We've had like, the second cohort. We've had the third cohort that's currently ongoing at the moment. And we still have great minds. We have people who also finished, they're not able to join today on the second cohort. All right. They are actually good. We have been collaborating. We have been working together in building solutions, which I expect us all to, use this as a medium, a motivation to actually stick around, work, put in the work. We have our lives. We have what we do in our day-to-day life. We have challenges. Just like my mentor would say, Nigeria will happen to you. Of course, we know we have, light issues, data and all the rest, but be persistent. Give your best. There are things you can do. You really want this. If you really want this, you go out your way. I don't want to, go too deep to tell you my story, but I have quite a rough route, coming up to where I am now. But we're able to help you, smoothing things. But you have to put in the work. You have to make sure you show up to class. You have to, you have to have internet connection, have your system charged. Practice, 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 practice. I'll keep repeating it. Practice makes perfect, makes you perfect. And please, let's do it to do that. Okay, so just like I said, we have you can reach out to us via email, info@capacitybay.org. You can reach out to me personally, imao@capacitybay.org. And also our social media platforms, we also have a group chat you can actually use to communicate. Would be opening the group chat. But please, just like I said, everyone needs to be, be conscious of what you do, what you post, and, feel free, we are family, all right? I'm not saying that you need to be strict or anything, but feel free, but know the focus, know that this is where you are. One more thing, I'm going to send a video on how to use Zoom professionally, all right? We are teaching you on how you behave on the job, right? You're going to be having meetings and you need to learn how to compose yourself, when to unmute yourself to talk. Some of us just left our mute button up. Some of us don't know what mute button is, but we left our mute button up and then you're talking in the background and everyone can hear it, right? So please, we're going to address that. Also, if you are logging on this call, please log on with your full name, your first name, your last name, the name you registered with in the database, right? Please use that name. The form you filled, the first name and the last name, please use it because we use this to keep metrics. We don't want to you reaching out to us and telling us, you guys posted the attendance and my name wasn't there. Or maybe 3 classes we didn't see you because your name is iPhone or your name is ITP33, right? So please rename yourself, your name, first name, last name. All right. I'll send that video. You also watch it. I'm also going to send a link to download some of the resources that you'll be needing, for the class, some of the softwares. And now, just like I said earlier, we are having an optional, I'm saying optional because I know a lot of people here are experienced, a lot of people here know how to navigate around their computer. But just like I said earlier, we want this, we are taking it like we are all newbies, don't know anything about IT. We have one of the facilitators that didn't know anything about IT. He's here, he's teaching. So we want that. And we're going to be doing a 2 weeks, which is like 4 classes, or rather 3 classes, because today is one of the classes. 2 weeks free computer appreciation. So what is computer appreciation? Just the computer fundamentals, how to navigate around your computer. And we'll be having past admin, Howard Wakama take us on that. He'll be taking us on the 3 classes and walking us through how to navigate around our computer, assisting us, for those that do not know how to navigate around the computer or don't know how to use like some little tools like, okay, open up your doc, all right? If I ask you to open up a Word doc or open up a Google Doc, because we'll be using that, you actually need to learn to. All right, some people here don't even know how to connect their computer to the internet. All right, so we'd also be working through that. And I'll leave that to Mr. Howard once the next class, which is on Thursday, is going to be kicking off with that. Okay, so I believe we all have questions, but before we go into questions, we'd like to hear from a few of the students. All right, just pick some names. We'd like to know where you just tell us your name, where you're logging in from, and what motivates you, what inspires you to be here. Okay. So I'll be starting with Mr. Abdullahi Ibrahim. Please go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us where you're logging on from, and what interests in IT, what motivates you to be here. Are you there, Mr. Ibrahim?
Yeah, yes.
Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. I am
Good evening.
Abdullahi Ibrahim from Nigeria. I'm so happy to be accommodated once again. I've been able to join the one of the cohorts before, but during that time, I couldn't afford to move to the end. But this time around, so I've prepared harder and determines that I shall be able to finish this fight. So what motivated me is that the platform that I'm used for is not a normal coding environment, which I develop passion in knowing the rudiments of development, maybe a software developer, a web application development, website development, and the likes. So I want to know it deeply, how it works and how it helps businesses and innovations. That's what prompted me to come back again. Thank you so much for the great opportunity. I'm very glad.
All right. Thank you very much. I would like you to reach out to me. I'd like to know personally what challenges you faced and what work you have put in to make sure that it doesn't repeat again. And I like the word you used, fight this fight. You're actually fighting about it, of course, but we're here. We're also and then we're fighting together. We must get this. It's not rocket science. People who are doing it don't have 2 heads, and we all can do it as long as we put in the work. Thank you very much. All right, we have Anne Lawrence. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
We can't. Good evening.
My name is Lawrence Annabelle. I'm a Nigerian. I'm logged in from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, so what's the inspiration? What motivates you?
What motivates me? I just want to be.
Come again?
I have interest in being a certified. I said I have interest. Like I'm inspired to be a certified tech person, like a tech lady. I don't know what to call it. But the problem I have now is I don't have a system, so it seems like I won't be part of the lessons.
Okay, so that's part of the prerequisite, having a computer, internet connection, the eagerness to learn, the persistence. But that doesn't mean that you're going to give up, right? That doesn't mean that you're going to give up. Please follow through. You can stay in our platforms, follow us on social media, and personally, you can reach out to me when eventually you get a computer, then we'll figure something out. We have, a sister organization. We have the Girls in Tech Nigeria. We also, you could also be part of their boot camps. So please reach out to me. You can save my contact and reach out to me once you do have a computer, and we can figure something out. But thank you very much. And we have Williams Anora.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Faculty Manuel. First of all, thank you so much for having me and the opportunity. I know you, and I've disturbed you on several occasions. Yeah. Okay, my name is Honorable Williams from Lagos, Nigeria. I've actually been a part of this program. The previous one, Cohort 3, was a loving experience, great one. I had, in fact, okay, what motivated me into wanting to go into programming and web development? I have these cousins of mine. I started way back, and when I look at the level they've gone in, they are right now, it's a very big motivation for me. So I was pushed in to join, but I couldn't. I think I stopped when we started the JavaScript class. And that period, yeah, I was working outside Lagos. So I was still following while I was outside Lagos. But then I had exams in school. So everything was just compact and jam-packed and all that. So coming back late in the night, trying to still keep up with the class. And then I think the very first day we started the JavaScript class, I was hungry and I was tired, I was exhausted. And then it was as if the faculty Yusuf was speaking Latin. To be honest, I wasn't getting anything. So the whole JavaScript thing was just turning in my head, and I tried joining again the second class, but it wasn't working. And somehow I dropped out. But then I knew I had this desire. And I want to say that personally, I started taking some JavaScript lessons personally, and I had to chat you up again that when is the next session coming up? Because I'm really interested in learning so much and going far and further with this course, because it's a very beautiful one. I mean, coding is wonderful. Coding is beautiful. It needs commitment, time, attention. I had to take a risk just to come back to this thing. If I tell you the risk I took, all of you just laugh. But I took a very big risk so that I can focus on this, even if it's for the whole of this year. And I'm happy I'm here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Personally, I would like to know that risk. I will be holding you accountable for this class, and I make sure that you're not going to, have any excuses. In fact, I'm going to be holding everyone accountable, and it's part of what I would want us to do. You see someone miss a class, reach out to the person, your colleague. Oh, what happened? Why did you miss a class? What's the challenge? And help out in any way you can. And one thing, just like what Mr. Williams said, I talked about the moving train. I told you not to stop to buy Kyoto or buy anything, right? Because this is the world of IT, and you are in a situation where you join a class, or you miss a class rather, and you come to the next class, you don't understand what was taught in the previous class, you don't even know what was taught, and then you're confused. The train has left you. And the only way of getting back is to watch the recordings. Of course, we provide the class recordings, which is available for 5 days on the cloud, so you can download it on your local computer. After 5 days, please do not come to me for recordings. The recording is going to be available for 5 days, after which we're going to, it's going to be deleted. So please take note of that. And you're not able to watch the recordings and you have another class to watch, and then it's not becoming tedious for you. It's becoming challenging. And then you have to, oh, this thing is hard. It's not hard. You didn't put in the work. So Mr. Williams, I'm holding you accountable, and I'm holding everyone here accountable for the decision of joining this program. But thank you. Let's take one last person before we get into questions. We have Brian Obots. Brian Obots. Am I correct? Wow. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Happy Monday. My name is Brian Roberts from Nigeria. I am Miss Lidima. We know ourselves.
Go ahead,
So
sir.
a little thing, I do software development. Yeah. I'm currently serving in Port Harcourt, River State, and I saw this CapacityBay is a great community, and it's one way to, a lot of people say that they find it hard to learn from the vast resources that are online. But CapacityBay, you have that's those resources curated for you by somebody that's sort of monitoring you. So I want to use the opportunity to reemphasize on my skills, gain more. There's always room for improvement, and learn from the great minds that we have here. So that's just that about me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brian. So Mr. Brian here is my person. We have worked together, and it's glad to have you here, glad to have you on board. And of course, I would also like us to collaborate, just as usual, just like we say, collaborate and work together to get everyone. I don't want us to leave anyone, all right? I want the train to, house everyone be on the train. You see that someone goes out to buy something from the train. I use that analogy, right? I love using analogy. That's what we do in CapacityBay. Use things that you can, interpret. So please go ahead, help people and bring them back on board. Okay, so we're going to be, have plenty of time to discuss, to, talk, of course, to have fun as a family, to write programs, to encounter errors, to encounter bugs, to have headaches, have sleepless nights. But above all, we would be able to come up with solutions, resolve our issues, and scale through to the next level. All right? Thank you very much. So we have questions. These are FAQ, QA section. So if you have questions, please use the reaction button on the Zoom platform, raise your hands, and we'll call on to you, right? Call on to you, you ask your questions, and then we move on to the next person. So for those watching us live on YouTube as well, you can drop your questions in the comment section. Of course, we are watching. I'm also seeing your messages, and we'll be able to answer those questions. So we have our very first person. We have Jafar. Go ahead. What's your question? You can mute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, are you hearing me, sir?
We can hear you. Yes.
Okay. My name is Jafar. I'm from Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah, can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, my question here is that have you removed the roadmap for our courses that we are going to take from the scratch to the pro section? So that's the only question I have.
Yes, we do, right? So if you paid close attention, or if you were here, I think maybe you joined late or something, we went over some of the roadmaps. The roadmap we'll actually be using, what we'll be covering in this course. And, we talked a bit about them, a little bit of, demonstration and how those things work, right? So, of course we do. And we will be getting the document as well.
Okay.
This answers your question.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's the only questions I have. I hope we are going to collaborate with each other so that we can achieve greater things.
Yes, please. Please, that's important, very, very important. That's going to help everyone. Okay, so we have, can drop your hands. We have someone from our YouTube. Says here, I got information about the registration just this night. I tried to register now, discovered the registration is closed. Please kindly and passionately grant me a seat. Okay, so we get this most times, when we start off the program, and the registration are actually closed. The link has been, closed, but please, you can reach out to me. My number is the second number on this screen. All right. You can reach out to me via WhatsApp, send me a message, and myself and the management will be coming up with a solution for that, and we'll let you know what we need to do moving forward on that. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Okay. I think we have one from the chat, the Zoom chat, and it says, I really appreciate your teams. This is a good beginning. I have been trying to get a laptop before now, but all efforts are not realistic till this moment. I'll be very glad if you can assist me in getting a laptop. So if you actually are looking for a good specification of a laptop, please, you can reach out to me or reach out to any of the facilitators. We'll be able to guide you in getting a good laptop that would actually drive you for this program. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, we have one hand up. We have Olawale. Go ahead. Can I unmute yourself? Olawale, are you there? Your hands are up.
Sorry, I'm there. So my question,
right.
I really appreciate for allowing me to be in the train. Sorry, the question I wanted to ask is not that much. So are we going to be being certified after the training, please? And the training, is there any cost attached to it, please?
Okay, so the training comes with a cost. It comes with a cost. I know some people are like, "Oh, what cost?" It comes with a cost. It comes with your dedication, your passion, some of the things we have listed, here on this call. These are the costs. These are the requirements. These are what we require from you. We want the best for everyone here, right? So comes with a cost, which is your passion, which is showing up and following through, doing all the assignments, participating, collaborating, contributing in class. These are the costs this program will be coming with. And we already said earlier that we actually issue certification for those that merit it at the end of every course. Now, the certification actually has a form of, of course, it's verifiable, and you have to merit it. We have like 75% for our final assignments or final projects, and then we're going to also evaluate your assignments, your scores, from the beginning of that course to the end, and the final project. Then we are going to be coming up with a grade, and then if it's up to 75% and above, you get certified. If not, you've been given one trial to redo that, and you actually have to interface with one of the facilitators, all right, personally, to do that project or that task. And if you still get below 75% pass mark, then you don't move to the next phase. You've been dropped from the program, right? And if you merit it, you get certified, you move on to the next stage, you continue working with your colleagues, continue pushing, continue driving, all right? There's one last thing I will say, but I'll say that at the end of the course, the end of this call, right? So I believe that answers your question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. All right. So do we have any other questions? Let me check the chat. I think okay, we have one. I really appreciate your team. Please, can you assist me in getting a good laptop? Yes, so just like I said earlier, please reach out to me. and they would be able to assist you and, getting a good laptop and the specifications you need will also guide you on, which should be better depending on your budget. All right. So if you also want, we could also refer you to vendors that you could actually, get a good one. Okay. So someone is asking.
Sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a question we missed. Someone said, Shola said, my question is, what does CapacityBay stand to gain teaching a whole full stack course for free?
Okay, so now I would let Adina Marachi, Vida Marachi answer that question. Let her tell you.
I mean, I started smiling when I actually read it. That's why I had to go back to it. So what do we stand to gain? I said this earlier, right? When I started off, I also started off just like everyone here. Lady Manuel also started off just like everyone here. We also learned all this also for free. I've listed a lot of things I've learned. Currently, I'm also doing cybersecurity, ethical hacking, and a lot of more. Now, one of the major things that we are working on, this is part of the thing I said earlier as part of our mission, right? It's just, first, I need you to note, we're an NGO, right? We're an NGO, and we are basically doing this to help ourselves, to better ourselves, to actually create a community of people, a community, a family, let me put it that way, right? A family that can hold our hands together and achieve exploits together. Again, not for ourselves, right? Not for ourselves, but for people around us. And we are actually working to make sure that our surrounding, our community, our family, our country actually gets better. So we are providing all these things, teaching all these, most of our programs, most of them for free, just because we have to get things better. We are working to get ourselves better, all right? Our mission is to reach out to as many sub-Saharan people, because the thing is, part of how we started off, right? If Mr. Obi would tell us the story, was we actually noticed there is, in Nigeria, for instance, we have people, we have resources, we have people that are willing to put in the work, but there is no platform to actually enable them to do it. We have like resources, humans that are willing to learn these things, but there are no platform for them to actually be able to learn it like normally. So either if you go, like, I love the way you put it, that a whole full stack, because we all know here, and that is why I want us to take it very serious. We all know here, if you go outside, just for front end alone, you would see how expensive it is, right? Not to talk of full stack, the whole full stack, and that is what we are bringing at your doorstep. So please, we are teaching it for free, yes. Take it as an opportunity, learn it, better your life and the lives of people around you, and be willing also to impact, right? When you are called upon. Most of us here, you heard from Yusuf, you heard from Mr. Howard, myself, and Miman, almost all of us here started from this path, and we are growing, and we are growing together. We are growing, and we are grooming people that are also coming up, learning, and impacting others. Just imagine how it's going to be. We are trying to create generational wealth, okay? So let me put it like that, and I'm sure Admin Money also have other things to add, but I just want you to think about it from this part. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma. So she's just said everything. I just one thing. When she introduced herself, when Mr. Obi introduced himself, you had the word lead servant, right? We're here to serve people. And I started off CapacityBay as a stack newbie, right? I didn't know anything in IT, but here I am. I'm impacting on other people. I feel the joy. I care for people, right? These are things that you don't learn in school, all right? You tend to learn that here, and work with people, collaborate with people, and we just want to create a community, one that cares, a community where people can come in search of solutions, in search of people with capacity, right? And CapacityBay has that platform. We also would be collaborating, we'll be building solutions. Solution, what is solution? Everyone do research. What's solution? I believe everyone should know that, but if we do, if we don't, all right, do research on solution and you know what we're about. We're about building solutions, collaborating, and I think the lead servant wants to say something. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so let me put it so that they can see my face even on the internet. I don't run from nobody. Who was that was asking that question? I'd like to hear the question again. It's a good one.
That's
Who was that?
Adamrashi.
No.
that
She was not
was
the one. She was answering.
Yeah,
Who?
I know.
Somebody asked the question.
Yeah, I'm telling her to mention the person.
Yeah. Igunshola
I asked, sir.
Temilade. All right.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I asked the question, sir.
God bless you, John. Not your kind of this one where when I get to church every street, or not that kind of God. The one there where they inside you. So ask that question again. I love it. Ask it.
I asked concerning a full stack. I know what full stack is all about, the whole full stack. For someone to offer it for free, is thousands of dollars elsewhere. That's why I asked.
Yes. So here is the deal. When revolutions start, they don't start from the ocean. They start from one little rivulet, one tiny break in the rock. But is the passion, is the goal, is the vision, and sticking to it. Here is our vision. We know we can be on every campus, in every square mile of that our country. May not happen in my lifetime, but I can guarantee you we'll build the people who will take it and go with it, with our unique platform. I challenge anybody to find something like this elsewhere in our country. But one thing I know is that the people are there. They just don't have the platform. You are not unique. I'm not unique. Neither is Emmanuel. None of us. We're distinct, but we're not unique because there are people like us. We just have to create the platform to pull them out from the darkness, pull them out from the shadows. That's what we're doing. That's why I'm celebrating the 4 who saw it and stayed. I'm celebrating those who see it. And those who don't see it, that's fine. They may not see it today, but I guarantee you, if we stay, they go come. If we stay, no, not if. When we stay, they go come. My name is Obina Nwachukwu. I'm standing by what I'm telling you. It's as simple as that. We know that we have what it takes. It's inside us. You don't have to have $1 million to make this happen. You just have to show up and be part of that community that believe. That's what is happening here, my brother. Okay? And as you can see, I'm not driving this. I just lead the march. And I walked away because the people who are doing this now, they see it. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Obi, for that. You can see the passion in when he says it. That's to tell you, what this is actually bigger than everyone here, bigger than all of us. But we keep pushing. We want this is from generation to generation. All right. But I believe everyone here, I won't say everyone is going to stay to the end. I'm not going to. We have had situations just like you've had, but be one of the few. Be one of the few that sees this, grabs this opportunity, and make it use of it, right? Okay, so do we have any other questions? Any questions? Okay, we do not have any question. So I have one last thing to say before we call it a night. So we are going to this is a special occasion for those who merit it. We are going to be having an internship program. Now, of course, just like we said, we're going to help you in preparation for getting a job, which comprises of getting your LinkedIn profile, help you audit your resume, and we are going to also be having an internship program. For those Americans, we're going to be collaborating where you're going to be working with us on projects that are going to go live. When I mean projects that are going to go live, I mean projects that people use, not just projects that we keep in, projects, are projects for ourselves. No, projects that people will use, hundreds and thousands of people will. All right. So we will be having an internship and we'll actually communicate how that will go. That's for those who merit at the end of the program, because we believe in building projects, practicing, doing more, adding these things to our portfolio of experience. All right. And when you apply for a job, they ask you that question: where have you worked? All right. We'll also be giving you a platform as for references. I've worked at CapacityBay for those who merit it, of course, those who do the internship. So please, everyone, you have to work your ass off. You have to put in the work. My one of my mentors would say, during these 8 months, I want you to speak front-end web development. Full stack web development. I want you to eat full stack web development. We have things we do. We go for parties, we enjoy ourselves. But during this period, let this be our main focus. Let's be dedicated to this. We are sacrificing now, and we're going to reap at the end. So far, that's it from me. Just like I said, we'll be using a platform to communicate. There are some people that didn't make it for the call today. Don't know why, but I would like to know why. I'll be reaching out to some of them, as many as I can. And we'll be opening the platform. You can ask your questions there in the WhatsApp group chat. Ask your questions there, and but make sure you stick to the guidelines. Post content that are only meant for this class. Thank you very much. And in absence of no questions, once again, my name is Emmanuel Oyinibutu, the lead technical officer at CapacityBay, at your service. All right, thank you, everyone. And we'll see you all on Thursday, same time, and we'll be kicking off with our computer session. But it's optional. If you feel you don't need it, it's fine. We're not going to, be particular about our attendance for the next 3 classes, right? So if you feel you don't need it, you can wait after these 2 weeks. We start off with, development, front end, or rather, start with HTML. Then we take our attendance serious. We just want to make sure that everyone is able to navigate around their computers. Everyone is able to, use these tools, and, we don't face challenges when we ask people to share your screen. We'll be asking you to share your screen. That's why computer is, required. And that's it from me. Thank you, and have a wonderful one, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Night.
God bless.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.